There's a lot of misleading information out there when it comes to growing your YouTube channel. If your goal is to be sharing your knowledge on these videos, becoming known for your area of expertise on YouTube, then you might be focusing on the wrong things that could be hurting your progress from growth. Hey, it's Arit here from Essetinomedia. I'm a YouTube strategy coach that specializes in growing educational channels, and we also manage a handful of YouTube channels for our clients. In this video, I want to debunk and share 3 common myths that I've seen from my experience in working with many YouTube creators. So let's get right into it. Myth number 1, you need a big following to see success on YouTube. False. Most of the YouTube gurus out there will sell you this big dream of creating a big audience in a short amount of time. They create videos on how to get your first 1,000 subscribers really fast because that's what people want, right? That's what sells. But here's what most people don't know. The number of subscribers you have doesn't determine how much money you make on YouTube. It also doesn't determine how many views you get on your channel. And I know this sounds counterintuitive, right? I'll say this again. The number of subscribers doesn't necessarily equal more money and doesn't necessarily equal more views. It's true that the more views you get, you might grow more subscribers from those views, but not necessarily the other way around. Especially if you're optimizing your videos for search, which is, if you're an educational channel, you're creating how-to videos and videos where people are typing topics into the search engines in order to find your videos. And when this is the case, most of your views on the channel will come from non-subscribers, not people who have subscribed to the channel. And this is okay because we're continuously getting new eyes on our videos, continuously attracting a new audience, new viewers, and our channel earns anywhere between $2,000 to $3,000 in ad revenue alone. And this doesn't count the services that we sell on the back end, our core sales, all that kind of stuff. We've seen small channels with less than 5,000 subscribers earn a decent monthly income in ad revenue. And then we've also seen channels with over 150,000 subscribers earning only like $200, $300 a month. So it really doesn't correlate to number of subscribers. And here's another example for you, just putting ad revenue aside and actually talking about like a core sale or a service sale from a YouTube video. We had a client with less than 1,000 subscribers on their channel. They're in the real estate industry. So they teach people how to purchase real estate without using their own money. And they did a video. It had less than 100 views, and it actually resulted in a $10,000 sale to one of their programs. So this is just to illustrate that it doesn't come down to number of subscribers. Your audience size doesn't necessarily matter. What really matters is the quality of the viewer, the person who is watching your video. And when you're optimizing for search, if you're doing it well, you're actually doing it in a way where it's attracting your ideal customer to watch your video. Even if your plan is to monetize with getting sponsorship deals, for example, you don't need like hundreds of thousands of subscribers in order to make a good impression on brand deals. If you're a small channel with, let's say, 1,000 subscribers, but you can clearly show that your audience is an engaged audience, they are loyal people, they click to buy, they're buyers, then this is going to be a much more valuable asset for a brand that's looking to partner with you than a channel with 150,000 subscribers where their audience isn't very engaged. So again, it comes back to quality of audience, the people that are watching, not necessarily subscriber count. Myth number 2, your channel can only be successful if you niche down or talk about one thing. Nope. While it's true that many successful YouTube channels out there do focus on one particular area and they create videos around that topic, which is what the YouTube gurus say to do, right? There are also many successful YouTube channels out there that actually thrive on the flexibility of talking about many different topics. So let me give you some examples. Casey Neistat is one of these examples. He has a channel that talks about so many different topics, from travel to business to tech to daily life. And he's successful because of his storytelling capabilities. Regardless of the topic that he's talking about, people really connect with his personality and the way he's able to tell these narratives. and his ability to create engaging content. Our channel is another example. I mean, we talk about many different topics. We have topics related to content creation. We talk about different social media marketing strategies. We talk about how to increase your revenue streams, creating online courses. And I want to pull up this screenshot over here showing our stats, our dashboard stats from the last 90 days. This shows you ad revenue in the last 90 days, views, and subscribers. So you can still see results in talking about different topics. You don't have to niche down, especially if you're going to get bored talking about a single thing over and over again. I mean, if I just talked about the same thing over and over again on this channel, I'd feel boxed in to a certain topic. And, this is where you see a lot of people, it leads to burnout, it leads to people quitting YouTube. So if that's not for you to talk about one topic over and over again, then I encourage you to, branch out a little bit. But here's my advice when you are doing that. If you're going to talk about different things, make sure they align with some sort of broader content or category or topic or theme. So for example, I gave you the example of our channel, right? All of these things, creating content, online courses, revenue streams, all this stuff, fits under the umbrella of as content for entrepreneurs, as helping them grow their business. And there's many different ways to do that, right? So as long as the videos align with the person that you're reaching, with that particular audience, and I mean, it's different on a case-by-case basis, but here's a rule of thumb that I like to use. If your audience is interested in X, then they're likely also interested in Y. So if my audience is interested in creating profitable content, then they're likely also interested in learning about how to create an online course, right? If those two things fit together in that sentence, then it's okay to experiment with creating videos on that topic. Myth number 3, you need a DSLR camera with an expensive looking background and fancy setup and gear. Wrong. I feel like a lot of people look up to these YouTubers with millions of subscribers and they have this like fancy backlighting and 4K footage. And I want you to know that unless your channel is about filmmaking, unless your channel is for videographers where your business matters around those things, then it's not necessary. You don't need it to be successful. Especially as well, if you're creating content that's educational and you're teaching, what's going to matter most there is what's actually in the video. What is the quality of the content that you're teaching? What you say in the video matters more than production quality. People aren't coming to your video to see great production quality. They're coming to the video to learn something, to have an answer to a question, to have a solution to a problem, to gain some insights from you, to be motivated, to be inspired. And you can deliver all of those things without the mechanics of perfect lighting. It's funny because in 2015, we started our channel, we started going more consistently with creating videos on our channel with a $30 flip cam. And then we switched to a setup which was like a webcam and a USB microphone, all under $100. And it was only until recent that we started incorporating videos like this with this more professional setup. But most of the success on our channel was built on that $100 setup with the USB mic and the webcam. And if you still don't have your foundations down when you're growing your channel, so you're still struggling to stay consistent with producing videos, then you should not be stressing out over production. Focus on creating quality content, on getting a system down for staying consistent with your videos. And then later you can upgrade or up-level your production system if you like. Again, it's not necessary, but you could do that just like we did. So there you have it. Just to recap, you don't need a massive audience, you don't need to be confined to one niche, and you don't need fancy gear to be successful on YouTube. By challenging these misconceptions, I'm hoping to encourage more of you to start a YouTube channel or to resuscitate the one that you already have and to focus on creating quality content for your audience rather than getting distracted or discouraged by these other things that we just talked about. If you want to know what you should be focusing on and you want to use the same system that we used to grow our YouTube channel, I'm going to link to our Profitable Channel course in the description below. I'll also include a link to our free YouTube training that will help you turn viewers into customers. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.